Let's go! Niners paid Brock Purdy today, a Friday afternoon that turned out to be a very, very, very great day in the Bay. We got the Brock Purdy jersey on a shirt today. Gotta get the Brock Purdy jersey soon, but how are we feeling? We did it. No drama. Everybody's happy. Listen, the 49ers offseason's absolutely cooking this year. They signed Kittle. They signed Brock Purdy. They're going to get Fred Warner. They drafted a whole new defense. They got a new defense coordinator, our old defense coordinator, Robert Saleh. They got a new special teams coordinator, Brant Boyer. Like, what is going on? This is amazing. And there's no drama, no cryptic messages. No, well, I don't know. Bro, it was just, here we go. Sign the deal, 5 years, $53 million every year annually. 181 guaranteed. What a damn day, man. Drama-free Brock Purdy. He got paid. Woo! He's not mid. Some may have said he might be mid, but hey, Brock Purdy deserved the contract. You guys seen all the stats he's put up through the years. Like, this guy has become, the starting franchise quarterback for the 49ers. Whether you like him or not, listen, this guy was the last pick of the draft. 262. The 49ers they were dead in the water. You had Jimmy Garoppolo, who they thought they were going to trade him. They kept him. You had Trey Lance, right? Trey Lance, unfortunate, didn't pan out. And then he got hurt. And then Jimmy came in. And then Jimmy got hurt. And then, boom, here comes Brock, the savior. Miami Dolphins game. I remember that. I was there. Who the hell is this kid? Last pick in the draft. Saved the team. Went to the NFC Championship. We all know the rest. And now he gets paid. What a damn day. It's the franchise. 5 years. A lot of people say it's too much. This guy's better than Trevor Lawrence. This guy's better than, Dak Prescott. He's better than many of those quarterbacks that are at the same number that he's at. So he's at the market value, $53 million. I believe this is very fair. I said maybe 51 was what I would pay him, but hey, $2 million extra. Good for Brock, man. And I'm happy that he didn't make them settle and go less. Shout out to Brock. He did what he had to do. His agent did what he had to do to get him paid and deserves all the money in the world. I'm happy for the guy, man. He's definitely worth every penny, man. Like this, people are going to hate him. People are going to say the Niners are this and that, but they got their franchise quarterback. He's not Mr. Irrelevant anymore. This guy is a very highly paid quarterback, and I'm happy for him. And you know what, man? This is what you need. This is the vibes of the offseason. Like, whether you like the guy or not, listen, there's no drama. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. We're excited for Niner football, right? The Warriors broke our hearts, but now it's time for the 49ers to go out there and showcase what they can do. There's still a must-see TV type of team. They got 5 primetime games. You guys are going to go to their games because we love the 49ers. We love to travel. We love to watch them. Might be going to H-Town this year to watch them myself. This is what we needed, a huge breaking bank type of news before the weekend. Training camp's coming up. We don't have any drama with our quarterback. Oh, my God. Like, I don't even know how this is going to feel without, like, drama going into the training camp. This is one for the ages, guys. This is one for the ages. Woo! About time. I mean, it didn't really take that much time, right? It was the draft, free agency. They had to prioritize that stuff. Minicamp came, and Brock didn't have any drama. He didn't have any issues with training camp and none of that stuff. He didn't have any issues with coming in and going to voluntary workouts. This guy, he said he wanted to get it done quick, and I respect the hell out of Brock for that, man. He came in. He says, look, I want to be back on the field with my boys, and I think that's going to show the teammates, like, bro, this guy is about business. You've seen everybody showing love to Brock Purdy on their Instagram story. Like, of course, Kittle and Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk are going to show love to him. Deebo Samuel, he's not even on his team anymore. I know a lot of people hate Deebo Samuel. This guy has been nothing but real to Brock, man. He showed him, he treated him like a brother throughout the time he was here. Whether you like him or not, he still showed him love after he left. He said, congratulations. Dre Greenlaw posted on his story, congratulations, Brock. Like, that is amazing. Former players, they don't need to say nothing. They don't need to say a blood nickel to Brock Purdy. And they said what's up to him, and they said congratulations. It shows you how much respect he has in the locker room, and is big to me. So, absolutely, man. 49ers throwback says, what's not to be happy with the deal? Because I am. Trust me, my phone was going crazy. I haven't even got back to some message, but I saw some people pissed off. Too much. 53. I see someone in the comments. It's too much. It's too much. Bro, Brock Purdy's a franchise quarterback. He earned the money. This guy was getting paid $3 million on his first contract. You guys saw the breakdown between that contract and now. This guy was getting paid pennies for an NFL quarterback. Like, yes, me, you, and Grandma Sue would probably want his contract he had when he was a rookie. But look at what he's getting paid now compared to then. He deserves it, man. He's busted his ass off. He came back from the UCL tear and still was dogging with this team, went to the Super Bowl. Like, you pay him for all the work he's put in, man. And I think he's deserved all that money. Like, you can say, oh, he's too much. He doesn't win big games, this and that. He's, declined last year. There's a lot of issues last year, right? Injuries were bad. And your rookie receiver that you thought was going to be your first-round pick, and stars, he's going to break out. He got shot, right? You got players, children died, and then you had injuries, and then you're injured. Star offensive tackle Trent Williams got hurt, and it just things after another piled up. It was this bad season for everybody. You throw that one away, and now we're very optimistic. I am. I mean, you got an easy schedule. You got a new defensive coordinator who used to be your defensive coordinator, and he's great at that position. You got a new special teams coach, like we said, and they added a lot of free agents in special teams. They revamped the defensive line. You still got Kittle. You still got Jennings, who was breaking out last year. Christian McCaffrey is going to be healthy. Like, what is to be upset about this offseason? You paid your quarterback. I think we have a very strong chance to at least make the playoffs. 6 wins last year. I think you go up, you bump it up to at least 10, 11 wins this year. Adam Schefter, this man today was on a rampage. Says, I don't think the 49ers, they got too many holes. They lost Greenlaw. You lost Hufanga. That man does not know the 49ers. This team didn't really lose substantial pieces. Like, a lot of the players they lost were injury-prone players. You lose Banks, okay, whatever. But Banks was mid-tier. You're going to be able to replace him at some point. Greenlaw, love the guy, but you got a replacement in Nick Martin. He looks flashy and explosive. And unfortunately for Greenlaw, he dealt with injuries. Hufanga, he wasn't himself after the injuries. Jalen Moore, swing tackle. You brought in 2 tackles over the last couple of weeks to be that swing tackle. So I feel like the 49ers O-line definitely could be better, but it's about the same. And as long as Trent Williams is healthy, you're in good position. If Christian McCaffrey can become Christian McCaffrey again, we're cooking. You got good backups now. Drafted a good running back out of Oregon. I think this team's in a good position. But Brock Purdy, man, happy for him. He got paid. Whoo, yeah, Cowherd was hating, man. Mainstream media, they hate the Niners for whatever they wanted. They hate the Niners. It's fine. It is what it is. We know that the Niners thrive when they're the underdogs, and I love it. Let them hate. If you don't like the Niners, get out of here and go root for another team. Exactly. Let's talk about the 49ers actually brought in a kicker too. They signed a new kicker today. Did you guys see that? You got a veteran kicker. I was like, whoa, the Niners brought in a kicker. So listen, they told us they were going to get a veteran kicker to compete with Jake Moody. They got rid of their old special teams coach, Brian Schneider, who was terrible. You got a new special teams coach. You revamped the special teams. You got us a better defensive coordinator than Nick Sorensen. You told us you were going to bring in competition for Jake Moody. You brought in a rookie, right, in minicamp, and now you brought in a veteran. Niners are cooked. They're doing everything we wanted to them. So I don't know why people are mad. This is everything we wanted the 49ers to do, and they're executing it. We're executing it. I love it, man. I love it. This is crazy. I mean, the 49ers brought in a kicker. I was shocked. I'm sitting there posting Brock Purdy news. Boom, here we go. Kicker news comes. I was like, this is crazy. They paid Brock. They never fixed the O-line. They got Trent Williams. You're banking on him. Left guard, you got Connor Colby, who could probably be a star like Dominic Pooney. Dominic Pooney is great. I feel like right tackle and center, there's still going to be some competition. Definitely, cause for concern. But if Trent Williams is there, I mean, your offensive line is going to be fantastic. It's going to be better than it was last year. As long as he could be healthy. There's still going to be some weaknesses. Every team has a weakness. Offensive line, it's still kind of to be determined. But they brought in a lot of people this offseason, and they can at least compete. I mean, at least maybe be better than last year. But I think overall, the pieces they brought in are going to make this team better than 6 wins. Like, you're trying to improve it to be better than 6 wins and get to at least 10, 11, maybe get into the playoffs. And that defensive line, they really did a number on that. They've revamped it. The only bad thing is, a lot of young players. They're going to rely heavily on these young players. Will they be able to be good enough throughout the season? Will they get tired? Injuries? Hopefully not, but it's going to be interesting, man. So Julia says, fun fact, Purdy will now be getting paid more per week than he did in the last 3 years combined. Sheesh. Edua says, no messy long contract negotiations this year. I love it. I absolutely love it. Niners guy forever says, who starts at safety, who starts at linebacker, who starts at left guard. Safety, obviously, Jair Brown is in the mix. Marquise Seigel, the rookie they drafted, if Malik Mustafa has to miss time, those guys, they brought in a lot. Richie Grant, that's the guy they brought in. Jason Pinnock, they brought in, this offseason. They brought in a lot of defensive backs. So there's going to be competition if Malik Mustafa can't start right away, but there are some players. Linebacker, Nick Martin, Fred Warner. There you go. They brought in a lot of other linebackers too, but I feel like Nick Martin's going to be that starter next to Fred Warner. He might have a little growing pains here and there, but he looks explosive as hell. And I think he can have that lateral speed that we really need to hit the hole and stop the run game. But Nick Martin, Fred Warner. So that's what it looks like to me. And what was the other one? Are we signing Humphreys? No, he didn't sign. He agreed to a term, but I guess they didn't officially sign yesterday. Left guard. I think it's going to be Connor Colby, the draft pick out of Iowa. Iowa knows how to block. I think he's going to win that left guard spot. It's going to be competition between Spencer Burford, Ben Barch, and Connor Colby. But Colby looks like a good young player. He's kind of a veteran because he's played at Iowa for several years, I think 4 years. And at Iowa, they teach you how to really block, and he knows the schemes. I think he's going to be pro ready. And I think, Ben Barch, he's talented, but he's always hurt. And I think he's going to be passed on because they got Colby. I think he's going to be our starting left guard. Now, depends. Will Spencer Burford be able to be, better this year? Last year was kind of a down year for him after it was a pretty solid rookie season until the Super Bowl, right? So that's going to be your competition at left guard. So, ready for the season. He's the next Purdy about Connor Colby. I think he might be, man. Purdy was a gem last year. I think they found another gem at left guard there. So we still got McKivitz. We unfortunately do. Oh, man, Dylan, what's good? Jake Moody contract extension next year. Jake Moody contract might not even have. He might not be back because they did sign a kicker today. And that is absolutely big news for the 49ers in terms of getting, this kicker situation filled out. They said they're getting a veteran. They brought in a veteran. We're going to see. I'm excited. I'm excited for Brock and everything else we've talked about. I'm absolutely so excited for the kicker competition. I can't wait to go to training camp and zone in on these kickers. We're going to get some kicker content. So now that Purdy signed, they might sign some veterans. They might. I think the next goal is to get Fred Warner's contract locked up. That's the next one. How are we feeling about Isaiah Neyor? Woo, have you seen it? I've heard nothing but good things about Isaiah Neyor. I heard great things from Matt Barrows, a couple other reporters. I was talking to Larry this week on our show, and he talked to me. He goes, he looks the part. He looks explosive. 6'4", he's 4.4 speed. This guy's frame he's good, man. And you guys saw the video today. 49ers posted a video of him just like outstretched arm. Tanner Mordecai. Let me talk about that video. Tanner Mordecai, man, was throwing some dimes. So got a nice little backup quarterback there. Open practice in July. Yeah, end of July, early August. That's when they do the training camp open practices. So is that $53 million per year? Yes, sir. How about Juwan Jennings? Yeah, he's probably fighting for a contract himself. So we're going to be better than last year and make the playoffs, says Peter. I agree with that statement. I mean, after today, man, how can you not think that? This team has been locked in. This offseason has been absolutely brilliant. What do I think about JJ at wide receiver 1? He showed he could do it last year. Now they're probably going to really force him to play more double coverages, and they're going to press him a little bit more. But he showed that he was a dog and he could handle it last year. He should have had 1,000 yards receiving, but we know what happened. Nonsense in that final game against AZ. But I think Juwan Jennings, if you project out his stats, and he has a similar year to last year, you get 1,200 yards, 6 to 8 touchdowns, 75 catches. I think he's going to be really good at that wide receiver 1 spot, and he's going to command another big contract next year. So we'll see if they can extend Juwan Jennings next year in his contract year. So Chris says they won't be pissed when Brock Purdy is winning games. They just aren't real. This is the thing. A lot of people upset, right, about Brock. I think most of you guys are pretty happy in the room. But there are people that aren't happy. And those people, you're right. They will be happy once the 49ers start winning games. They're going to go, oh, my God. Well, I got to get me a Brock Purdy. Now that he's locked in 5 years, go get me the Brock jersey. I'm going to go get one this weekend. I got the Brock T-shirts, right? But now it's time to get a Brock jersey. I haven't got it because these new players, right, young player, you don't know, especially quarterback. Get me the Brock jersey this weekend. I'm hyped. Did I hear what the Adam Schefter said about the Niners? Yeah, I did, Kate. We posted it earlier. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but The guy's a clown, man. The guy's an idiot. He stick to being an NFL insider. Stick to breaking news. Don't talk about the Niners and they got this and that and da 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 da. We got these holes and we lost all these players. He's just ridiculous, man. I can't wait to come back at the end of the season and use that clip because that's going to be in all the cool edits, right? And the edits that we make, all the big content creators make these edits like, oh my God, you're going to use that clip in your edits and be like, look at the 49ers. And you're going to put Adam Schefter say, hey, they're not, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs and blah, blah, blah. You're going to use that clip and it's going to be loading into like all these hype, things that happened during the season. Him and Colin Cowherd. Cowherd says we're the worst team in the NFC West. Guys, he's still holding a vendetta against Trey Lance. Idiot. Yeah, he's not a GM. We keep him the receipts. Everybody keep those receipts. We keep him receipts, Deb. Leon says, I got my Brock jersey last year from a family friend for $20. There you go. Clean and stitched. That's a steal, my guy. I bet you your friend probably like, let me get that Brock jersey back. What's good, Mike? Bang, bang. Do I think we can win the division? Oh, yeah, I think we can. I mean, again, we got an easy schedule. Now, not every game's easy. I gotta say something about the whole easy schedule thing. Yes, it looks easy on paper, but no game in the NFL is easy. Winning in the NFL is not easy, right? Otherwise, if it was, Niners would have 17 wins every season, right? They undefeated. But I will say this. I feel like the 49ers should have a chance to win at least 10, 11 games. I really feel this is a good year. Last year, everybody was hurt. As long as they're healthy, they should be able to win majority of their games. Now, there are going to be some games where the Niners stumble, right? 10 a.m. games, traveling might hurt them. There's going to be some few injuries here and there, unfortunately. Not everybody's going to stay healthy. And just sometimes you just lose some games that you're like, why did we lose? How did you lose? The 49ers, they're 49ers after all. And sometimes they just play down to competition. So there will be some weird games here and there. I expect 10, 11 games. They might win, 10, 11. Some people might expect 13, 14, and they might not win as many games as they expect. So I don't know. It is going to be an interesting year, though. Yeah, we need an explosive year for CSC. I agree with that. Locked in, drama-free, health is wealth. I'm so happy there's no drama, right? MSQ is, how come Mordecai was at practice even though he's a rookie minicamp? So there are some players that can get invites or they can join to the rookie minicamp even in their second year. Tanner Mordecai was one of them, MSQ, and Tariq Owens was another one. There was a few other ones I can't remember off the top of my head, but those are like the two more like players that really stuck out of all the second-year players that went to rookie minicamp. So they invited, they let them, they say, hey, man, if you want to work on some things and come in and get some prep and practice. So Tanner Mordecai, Tariq Owens was one of them. And I heard Tariq Owens looked really good at minicamp. There was an article from Matt Barrows, and he said he looked like one of the better receivers. We talked about Isaiah Nair and, of course, Mordecai. So I'll buy a Purdy jersey now that jersey for 50. Kyle's the decided factor. It says learn. Yeah, Kyle definitely is an X factor there. We always lose a game to someone unexpected, says Alex. Yeah, we always lose a game to someone that's unexpected. And that's the thing. Like, you can't, like, I'm not going to throw it out there, but I guess I'm going to throw it out there. Like, we all expect us to, like, dog walk the Giants or dog walk the Browns, right? You lose one of those games, you're like, how the hell? Those are the type of games the Niners usually, like, you lose one weird game that they shouldn't. A couple years back, the Falcons, you shouldn't have lost that game. There's always one in the mix. But let's hope that this year, there's not a lot of those in the mix. Because last year there was a lot of them in the mix. So, what's up, Chris? Mac Jones season. Mason Peline was the other rookie at minicamp. There you go. Thank you. I knew somebody would know. You guys know ball. What does your boys committee think about this? I honestly, my phone's been blown up. I haven't read the messages, all of them. But yeah, a lot of people are not too happy. My boys, C-Mac, Vlad, Smitty. I kind of filtered through the comments a little bit. They weren't happy about it. That's why we keep the receipts. I'm gonna keep all these receipts on these people. So the Ram game early last year is one of those kind of games. Yeah, that Ram game last year, you're right. Let media on the live. Glad we got the deal done early. Me too. I think that was the biggest thing, is that we got the deal done early, man. Like, that is fantastic that we were able to get the deal done early. So you want to see the shirt? Here it is, Brock Purdy. This is the shirt that myself and Rita Oak, we did a couple years back. Good stuff. This is our collab shirt. Speaking of collabs, Tomorrow, my boy Tommy Nello and myself, we got a juice pin. Kyle Juszczyk, the juice box pin, dropping tomorrow morning, Saturday. I think he usually drops them like 11 or something. But stay tuned. Check the IG. We got a juice pin dropping. Hyped up for that one. This is the first pin that I'm making with Tommy. It was our first collab pin. So I'm excited for that. Hope you guys love it. And we'll probably have some more pins coming later in the year. But that guy, he's the pin god. But he was like, yo, Raj, we got to do a collab. So I kind of was thinking of some designs, and I saw that. And I was like, yo, we got to do this. I gave him the graphic, sent it to his guy. And now we got the juice pin ready to rip tomorrow. Listen, man, the 49ers, they brought Juice back. They signed Kittle. They got Brock Purdy on the long-term extension 5-year deal. Like, this has been a monumental offseason, man. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we've had a drama-free offseason, man. So let's go. Julia says Warner's the last guy to get an extension. Yeah, he's going to be the last one. Yeah. Add a cash stack next to Purdy on the pin. We definitely got to do a Brock Purdy cash money pin. We probably going to do that. I'm going to hit up Tommy and say we got to do a Brock Purdy cash money pin. That's it. So Fred Warner extension is due next year. Going to get it out of the way this year. Yeah. They'll pay Fred Warner next. So I don't know. What do you guys think? A, B, C, D? How do you grade the contract? Are you guys hyped up? Like, let's be honest. I want your guys' honest thoughts. Are you happy they paid Brock? Are you kind of upset they paid Brock? Do you think that the contract's overrated? Do you think the contract was perfect? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? A, we got an A over here. We got an A over here. We got an A on Instagram. We got Terradome. My boy Terradome. What's good? He says A. Christine says A. Danny says A. We got an A+. We got a B over here. Okay, I respect it. B-, I respect it. 16-1 record. Okay, lost to the Rams. 49 reasons. Let's go. We got a lot of A's. A+, A. Jimmy says F. What the haters say. I love it. A, B. Okay. My boy Trev says, I don't know if Brock can win big games, though. 100% now. He's got to earn it. Absolutely. You know what? That's a great point. I love that this got done, right? I think we're all happy. He deserved the money, but now he's got to go out and prove that he's worth the contract. So happy they paid him well, paid him early. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is paying him early. No drama, man. So hyped up. I'm glad he got paid. He deserved it. And, big stuff, man. Julius is A+ for getting it done before minicamp. Before training camp, your quarterback's paid. This is what we've been screaming to the 49ers. Get your stuff done early. Get your stuff done early. Brock Purdy. They did it. They got him paid. Now my next question is he the face of the franchise? Is he the face of your franchise? Is he the guy that you're building this team around? I think it answers, yeah, you paid him $53 million a year. Like, yes, you have some absolute great superstars, Fred Warner and George Kittle and, Nick Bosa, but Brock Purdy, he's still young. He's in the prime of his career. 5 years, will it be 30, 31? I think this is perfect for him. George Kittle, he's already in his 30s. Fred Warner, he's getting close to it. Nick Bosa, he's a little close to his 30s. So those guys are great. They're in the prime. After 5 years, it's going to be the end of their era. And that's sad to think. But Brock Purdy, he's the guy. He's the face. He's the one that attracts the view. Like, listen, if I post anything on Brock Purdy, it goes crazy. It goes mega viral. Anybody. People know it. People know how to get the clicks, right? You see the media when they talk, like the Adam Schefter thing today, he knows. Oh, I'm going to rile up the Niner fans. Boom. Posted it up, and it went nuclear. Because you talk shit about the Niners, we're coming for your throat. Your boy's going to post the receipts. Everybody's going to post it and come for him. So that's the same thing with Brock Purdy. You post anything about Brock Purdy, it gets the people kind of talking and gets them engaging. So protect him and watch him cook. That's the biggest thing now is make sure you protect your investment. So I know this year they didn't go heavy in the draft. They still got Trent Williams. But next year, I feel like the focus is going to be O-line. This year was D-line. Next year, O-line. Because McKivitz might not be there next year, equally. Trent might not be there next year. Jake Brendel might not be there. So that's a lot of people, a lot of turnaround. So I feel like next year, 100%, they're going to go all in on that offensive line. Like this year, you lost Hargrave. You lost Armstead last year. You've lost a lot of these players on the D-line. Leonard Floyd. So this year, they went specifically on building that D-line. So dude is humble. Yeah, he's professional. You know what? He definitely is humble and professional. MSQ says, is he the face of the franchise? Of course. What kind of question is that? That's a good question because not a lot of people, I'm not saying Niner fans, but there's people in the media that just still don't believe in Brock. And they're going to be like, why are you paying this guy and this and that? to me, it's a valid question because there's still people out there that don't think that Brock is that guy. But I think we all can come to a agreement that Brock Purdy is that guy. My man 49ers Reason said, is kicker Greg Joseph good? I mean, he's a veteran. He's been in the league for a little bit, but we're going to see. I think that's the big thing. Is he going to be the biggest thing about the new kicker, Gregory Joseph, is he better than Jake Moody? If you're not better than Jake Moody, get off my team and then find someone that is. But I'm intrigued to see if Greg Joseph is better than Jake Moody because I'm happy that I couldn't believe it. In the middle of the whole Brock Purdy hype, they said, all right, we're going to give you a kicker too. Sheesh. They cooked today. Niners went cooking today. So he gone. What's going on with DJ Humphries? Let's talk about DJ Humphries. So he did not sign with the 49ers officially. A couple weeks ago, they said that he agreed to terms. His agent said they agreed to terms. Everybody posted it like, okay, yeah, he agreed to terms, right? Mayoko, we all posted it. And then the thing was, if you watch the Niners, like, of course, the breaking news comes out. And then once it's final, they post it on their social pages, right? It's finalized. It's officially official, whatever. They never made a post that says they signed him. He never did. They signed 2 offensive linemen last week, right? Dillard and the dude from the Titans. They signed 2 offensive linemen. They never made an official announcement that they signed DJ Humphries. So he never did. And Matt Mayoko this week reported that he didn't sign. He agreed to terms, but never officially signed. And he's still a free agent. I don't know why. Maybe it was a physical. Who knows? We don't know the exact details. I'm not going to speculate, but maybe it was a physical because he was injured. But that's the story on DJ Humphries. He didn't actually sign with the Niners. We thought he did, but he didn't. Now, that's the only piece of drama in the 49ers offseason. That's a typical Niner type of, news story. That's a typical Niners news story. But that's the only one. Out of all of the stuff that happened this offseason, everything's been pretty positive. So don't deny the fact that Moody's a suitable kicker for us when healthy. Man. He's never going to be mentally healthy. This guy's got so much pressure on the fan base. If he misses one kick, people come for his neck. I think it's time to move on, man. It's just too much pressure. He's always going to be under the gun, under the microscope. Let's get a new kicker, man. I know you like him, MSQ, but it's not my guy. He's not my GOAT. He's not my GOAT. I'm going to deny it. We'll talk about that next week with Larry. I'm going to deny it up and down. What was that? Jake Brendel is only... Terradome says Colton McKivitz played better than a lot of people give him credit for last year. I'll admit he's better than a lot of people trash him for, but he's not elite. Like we still need to upgrade the right tackle spot. It still was a liability at times, but he definitely is better than the hate he gets. I'll agree with that, but I still would like to upgrade the right tackle. Look at the Eagles. Like look at the Eagles line. I mean, that offensive line is just a bunch of hog mollies up there. That's the vision I want for the 49ers. Just get just nasty ass dogs at every position. And they don't. They have some good players like Trent Williams, Dominic Pooney, fantastic. I think Connor Colby can be a plug and play. I think he's gonna be a really good left guard. But the rest of them, they're mid. They're mediocre. That's it. Mediocre. We want better than average. I think that's the key is I want the 49ers to be better than average at those positions. A lot of false starts. My boy says Moody had 50-yard bombs in the Super Bowl as a rookie. Yeah, well, he got the yips, man. He'd be missing kicks left and right last year. I know his ankle was hurt, but the Niner fans, if they keep Jake Moody, it'll be a long day, long week. Jay says Drew Moss is underrated. I've heard good things about Drew Moss. We'll see how he does in the competition this offseason. But, yeah, Drew Moss could be a guy. Center, guard, who knows? But the 49ers definitely – they did add offensive linemen this offseason. I think that's the misconception is people don't think the 49ers added offensive linemen. They did. They added Dillard, right? They got 2 tackles last week. They added Drew Moss, and then they added Connor Colby. Like, they added 4 linemen. Not all of them are going to start. Who's going to start over Trent Williams? Nobody, right? Maybe you signed an offensive tackle for a swing tackle. Maybe one of the guys you signed is going to be better than Colton McKivitz, but I doubt it because they're paying him, like $7 million? And that's still premium money for a position there. So I don't think they're going to want to pay Colton $7 million to sit on the bench. So they'll probably use one of the tackles that they drafted as a swing tackle. And then Drew Moss, can he out, duel Jake Brendel? I don't know. They like Jake. Jake Brendel's the bee's knees to them. That's what's been reported. So we'll see. But they got a good left tackle. They got a good left guard. They got a great left tackle. They're going to have a fantastic right guard, right? Dominic Pooney, year 2. Like, what is going to happen with him? It's going to be so amazing. So Christine says, Moody don't trust himself, so how will we trust Moody? That's it. Mentally, he just doesn't have it between the ears. But I hope. Hey, look, let the best man win. If Jake Moody's better than the kickers they brought in for competition, right? Then I'll respect him. If you can beat 2 guys, put some respect on your name. Yay Area says, was last year's Colton's first or second full season starting right tackle? It's his second year as right tackle. That's the problem. Forster's in love with Brendel. Must be his son-in-law. I feel the same, Terry. Like, I feel like it's like a Nepo baby type thing. Like, he never gives any bad criticism towards Jake Brendel. Like, you say one bad thing. I remember Larry Krueger asked him a question last year. He's like, oh, Jake, he's just such a strong center and this and that. He was given like the whole mouth service about how Jake is great. And I was like, I don't know about that one. But you're right. Some of these coaches, they got their favorites, man. The Nepos. Like, it's like on the Warriors, right? You got Brandon Pajemski. Oh, you guys watched the playoffs. The guy, I wanted to rip my hair out watching him brick everything. But Steve Kerr went and stood up for him. Oh, Podge does so well. I love Pajemski. Like, he loves that guy. Like, I literally think that might be his son. Like, it might be Steve Kerr's son. And it's the same thing with Jake Brendel, the 49ers. Like, Chris Forster absolutely has a man crush on Jake Brendel. So Anthony says, crazy. This was supposed to be the Trey Lance story. Brock Purdy stole his mojo, man. Like, this story is let's finish up tonight talking about, let's go back to Brock, because this story is absolutely incredible. A storybook ending. This has got to be the best story in the entire NFL, right? In the NFL history. Like, there's been some amazing stories. Like Tom Brady. I mean, this guy, 6th-round pick, becomes the greatest quarterback in the NFL with a little help, from his friends. But the guy is amazing. You can't deny Tom Brady. 6th-round pick. Everybody gave up on him. You see his combine picture. He looked like a slob. He looked like, armchair quarterback with the beer guy. He didn't look athletic, but he became Tom Brady. He was Tom Brady. And now Brock Purdy, 262, pick 262, Mr. Irrelevant. The hell is Mr. Irrelevant? They never do anything. Guy actually made the roster. That was the first dub. Actually made the 53-man roster. Holy crap. Then he gets a chance, and he won the team over, takes him to the NFC Championship, takes him to the Super Bowl, and now, flash forward several years later, he's the best player from that draft pick, from that draft class. He's the best player from that draft class, and now he got paid 5 years, $181 million guaranteed, $53 million a year, $265 million contract, $265 million for Brock Purdy. That's incredible, man. What a story. What an amazing story. They got to make it a movie. That's definitely going to be a movie. Now, if he wins a Super Bowl ring, that is the cherry on top of this most amazing story. Like, whatever happens in his career is all icing for him. For us, it's not. We want him to win a Super Bowl, right? We all want him to win a Super Bowl championship. But the story for him is absolutely incredible, because if you remember, this man started out and he was underrated in high school. He got underrated in college. He wasn't getting the recruits, and he had to keep proving himself. Went to Iowa State, was a damn good quarterback there. And then in the draft, people say you're too slow, you don't throw good, this, that. He had to prove himself in the NFL. Almost was going to be undrafted. He was going to be undrafted until the 49ers gave him that call when they had Trey Lance still on the roster. And now look at him. This is an unbelievable story, and I cannot wait for the movie. Who's going to play? Who's going to play Brock Purdy? Who's going to play Matt Damon? Who's going to play Brock Purdy? Who is going to play Brock Purdy in a movie in a couple of years? It's going to be Tom Holland. Who's going to play Brock Purdy? I want to know who's going to play Brock Purdy. I hope I'm in the movie. Brock Purdy movie starring Anna Frey. Oh, yeah. If you know, you know. TikTok superstar Anna Frey. She might play him in the movie. Actually, that's crazy. Brock Purdy, the man himself. Maybe he will play himself in the movie. The movie will definitely be called Mr. Irrelevant. Timothy Chalamet. Oh, that would actually Timothy Chalamet, but nah, then you'd have like too much Kardashians around it. It might get a little, I don't know about that. Hell of a team-friendly deal. If you really think about it, it's a pretty dub contract. It's front-loaded. 49ers did a good job. Fry, not Frey. It's Fry. Anna Fry. Is it Anna Fry? Anna Frey? Anna Fry? I can't pronounce shit. Just, you know me. I cannot pronounce names. I'm going to be honest. You guys see. I get people calling me, it's Robert Salah. Can't pronounce names. I'm not going to lie to you. At least I attempt. I'm playing the water boy. Yeah, I could probably play water boy. I play the water boy. Write me a check. I'll play whatever you want. Oh, man. Michael B. Jordan. You're going to have to do a white face for that. I don't know about that. Iris says, love to see the squad getting this taken care of before training camp. Now they could just focus on getting the job done. Love to see it. Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway is we're all absolutely excited that they got it done before training camp. Like, this is so great. No drama. Sheesh. Michael Williams was in here. Oh, wow. Let's go. Let's go, man. Shout out to Michael Williams. I didn't know he was in here. It doesn't give me an alert. Oh, man. Check it out, my boy Michael. Let's go. Good stuff, man. Fred got to get signed still. Yeah. Yeah. Fred's going to get signed soon. So, oh, man. Mama Purdy celebrating tonight. Facts. Who's going to pay you? That's the #1 social media page. Who's going to play you? I'll play my own self in a movie. You cast me. But if they're going to cast me, it's probably going to be, this is like so bad. It'd probably have to be like, what's that dude? Aziz Ansari. He's probably the closest to probably playing me. My mannerisms and everything. That's my boy. I used to tell people back in high school and in college, Aziz Ansari was my cousin, and they believed it. That's how bad people are. And my boy, C-Mac, we're going to go live here in a minute on Instagram. But ladies and gentlemen, over here on the YouTube world, we're going to go focus up on the gram. I love you guys. Brock Purdy got paid early. No drama. I hope you guys are happy. Drop some comments below. Give me your grades in the comments after the video is done. And let's have a good rest of your night. If there's more news, we'll cook it up. So you guys have a good rest of your night over there. And take care. Brock Purdy got paid on Friday. The weekend's going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's go.